Hi guys, this is Thunder E from Booredatwork, and welcome to our comparison between the HTC One M8 and the HTC One to find out, of course, what makes these two devices different. So the One M8 came out today and the HTC One came out last year, and they have some similarities but a lot of differences. Now both devices of course are made by HTC, but the differences basically start after that. Now in terms of design, you do have the similar unibody design, but there are a lot of changes. But the first thing you notice is at the back in the camera. That's why I'm showing you that, because you do have this dual camera. It's what HTC calls it. Dual ultra pixel camera, and then you have a single ultra pixel camera on the HTC One. On the One M8 you have a dual flash and LED flash, and you've got a single LED flash here, and you know, that's where there's a lot of differences there. Now in terms of the design, this has that unibody metal and then plastic on the side. You've got that volume button, this kind of one button, and then kind of banks around with a plastic build. Now the HTC One M8 is metal to metal, so it's metal all the way around from edge to edge, top and bottom, except the top here where you have your IR blaster. And then you also have a couple of things here. You have your micro SD card slot, so there is actually micro SD card expansion. On the HTC One there is no micro SD card expansion, and then this is where your micro SIM is. So that's a lot of differences there between both devices. Now we flip it around, actually we flip to the top. Your IR blaster is on the top, as well as your power button, and it's actually, you can see the smaller area. And then here you do have a larger area for IR blaster, and of course your power button on the top on a different side. Now we flip both to the front of the devices. We have front facing cameras, but this is actually 5 megapixel front facing camera on the HTC One M8, and on the HTC One you have this regular I believe 2.1 megapixel front facing camera. Now in terms of size, the size is also different. This is a 5-inch device. I believe it's a 4.7. I could be wrong with that number because I'm just spinning it off head, but do correct me if I'm wrong. You've also got boom sound speakers, and now of course HTC claims that the HTC One M8 speakers are better, more improved, 20% volume, more sound in there, so you do have those differences with it. In terms of placements, now headphone jack is on the top, headphone jack is on the bottom, which means the micro USB has been shifted a little bit compared to what you have here on the bottom. Now, in terms of processors, also a big change in processors between both devices. This used a Snapdragon 600. This is now a Snapdragon 801, so especially much faster. Both have 2 gigabytes of RAM in there in both devices, and the HTC One M8 has newer software, Sense 6, Android 4.4. Of course, this has Android 4.4, but not Sense 6. And some of the Sense 6 features include swipe to unlock. I just went to a text message. You can see that, but I can swipe to unlock. I can't do that here. I do have to hit my power button to, oh, actually this device is never turned on, but I do have to hit the power button to do that altogether. So you have those kind of features in there, and I'm actually going to try and turn this thing on. If I have any juice here, I don't think so. So anyway, that's some of the differences you will find with the HTC One M8 and the HTC One. Hopefully that gives you a clear idea on what the hardware differences are between both devices. You've got newer hardware all around, from the camera, from the build itself, and also you know, even the front-facing camera is new. A couple of things also missing. Beats audio is no longer with HTC, so no longer Beats audio there, but you can see this doesn't have that mark here there. So if you have any questions or any comments about the differences between the HTC One M8 and the HTC One, let us know. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe to all our pages on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Also do like this video, guys, share this video, and favorite this video. And do subscribe to Booredatwork, top right hand corner of your screen or in the description below. So this is Thunder E saying thank you, and always enjoy your entertainment.